I know I'm late to the party. I know you guys have told me to cover this game in the past, and now I know that the Forever Winter is damn near almost everything that I want out of a video game in current day, and it's coming out very, very soon. And today I am deep diving all of the information that we have on the Forever Winter, and I'm going to tell you why you should be excited. And I know there's a lot of cynical people out there. I know you guys have been burned by the man, and it's tough to be excited for anything. But I have to say, from everything I'm seeing with the Forever Winter, it's starting to feel like the developers are just like spawned out of my head, because everything they're saying, I'm just in total fucking agreement with. But let's start with what is the Forever Winter. It is a 4-player co-op tactical survival horror shooter where you and your squad must loot the dead to survive under the shadow of terrifying and gargantuan war machines locked in a never-ending conflict. The visual style of this game is fucking incredible. Bodies being strung up on huge cannons from a war machine. This war-torn planet Earth with this ongoing war happening all around you while you're just on the ground, almost like an ant to these huge, like, technological automatons that are just like walking overhead. The world itself just looks so fucking awesome, and the developers have alluded in some of their videos that they want to take this world that they're building to other entertainment mediums. Guys, comic book, anybody? I would read a Forever Winter, like, come on. It has to happen. A comic book, which then leads to an animated series injected into my veins. This gritty dystopian future where society is long gone past the ecological collapse. Now it's compounded by runaway technological advancements, and we're here playing the people fighting for scraps amidst an ongoing war between two incredible super military powers. Unmerciful mass killing by AI automatons, human-machine hybrids, and the bleak truth of human nature. There's two sides to this war, and you're not on either. The premise for this is cinema. The visual style is like Killzone, but way further in the future and way darker. It's co-op, so we don't have to deal with omni-movement crackhead 14-year-olds telling me to go fuck myself on the mic with a little sprinkle dash of skibbity riz or whatever the hell that is. You have to use your wits, stealth, and skilled gunplay to make it out alive. You can choose your path in the shadow of the two great superpowers, loot the dead, and make it out alive. And from what I understand, the more valuable loot you get, the more on the radar you become of these two massive superpowers, which is an interesting concept for an extraction-style co-op shooter. The game features this dynamic encounter system where enemies are just kind of doing their own thing. They're in the middle of this war, and like I said, you're fighting for scraps on the ground underneath their feet. The enemies operate in their own coordinated groups. They undertake full-scale battles, and then they'll intelligently react to your actions. Now, I don't think we've seen much gameplay in terms of how that actually plays out. We've seen a gameplay overview where they show us a bunch of different features in this game, including things like weapon and character customization, and the whole thing just seems fucking awesome. If you were to take a shot every time I said the words gritty and adult in the last 3 years, you'd probably be dead of alcohol poisoning. This is the shit that I have been asking for. And when you browse the website, you look into the LinkedIn of who's making this game, we're seeing a lot of AAA veterans, guys who have worked on things like, from Wargaming, EA. I see a concept artist who worked on Killzone back in the day. This is exactly what I want out of a game studio. And, we got AAA talent, and they have a vision for bringing something unique to the table. And not only unique as in like the world building and the lore and the overarching themes of this game, but it's an extraction shooter that's co-op, that has dynamic missions, that has weapon and deep character customization. It's like Helldivers, but on steroids in a world that resonates with me so much more. This could potentially be my game of the year. Now, we saw the early access trailer on my other channel. If you haven't seen my other channel, there's a bunch of reaction stuff over there. I watched the trailer, I got immersed, and this is what is sparking me to make this video here, because this is the first time I've really looked into it. Now, I gotta say, the one thing I am nervous about is the fact that we're going to early access on September 24th, 2024. The game is gonna be $27 US. There is going to be a supporter edition that gets you access to, I believe, the soundtrack, they said. So, $27, early access. I am praying to the Lords that we are not getting into another situation with a game like Marauders, where that game has basically come and gone. It looked like it had a great premise, it had a gritty theme to it, and then they just went out way too fucking early. They charged, I think it was around the same price, $27, $30, give or take, and the game is dead as fuck. Now, in this early access trailer that we saw on my other channel, the developers even say, like, they're putting this out there. You are going to be able to host your own games. There's going to be peer-to-peer, so you don't have to worry about matchmaking. If the game were to die and like not a lot of people are playing it, you can still pick it up, play solo. If you have a couple of friends who have the game, you guys can still play uninterrupted and not needing a player base, which is actually fucking fantastic, because now we're gonna have people pocket checking and looking into the Steam charts, which, you know, for a multiplayer game, you kind of need to know how many people are playing it, because if you're gonna be sitting in queue for 10 minutes trying to get into a match, that's kind of a pain in the ass. Here, you don't really have to worry about it, which is huge. These guys are forward thinking in basically just like, it seems like they just have kind of common sense and they're not just chasing profit. Obviously, you need money to survive. You need to create long-term projects like this. I don't know what their monetization plan is going to be long-term, but in that early access trailer, they do say that they don't want a nickel and dime. They don't believe in microtransactions. They want to get back to the ways of the 90s, where you buy a box price game, you buy the game, and you're set for months on end. Everything they said in that trailer resonates with me so much. The gameplay looks cool, albeit a little bit early. There are some animation things I'm seeing here and there, but not enough to make me go, ugh, this game's gonna suck. There are some questionable things, but that's why I think they're going to early access to iron all of these things out. And I genuinely hope it works out for them, because everything I'm seeing here, these people, like I said, it feels like they were birthed out of my brain, because they're just saying everything that resonates with what I have been saying for the past fucking 10 years on this channel. Hell, they even give a shout out and say they're actually inspired by Ready or Not in the way that they handled their early access, where they basically gave us white box maps for us to test, play, and see how it felt before they, you know, come in with the full art. Like, it was an early access experience where we could actually go in, see what the developers were working on in kind of semi-real time, giving feedback on work in progress stuff. And as long as these developers stay transparent and are upfront with the community on what they're trying to deliver, I think people are going to be on board. Like, the way I see it is, even if it's white box, if it's good and we get content that way, and then you guys come in with full art and we can see these things develop like that, and with our feedback actually involved in it, I think a lot of people are genuinely going to want to support that. And at $27 to get in and not be nickeled and dimed and be treated like adults and can give feedback and we can see the vision, I think these guys are fucking right on trend for where indie developers need to be, and I'm all here for it. If you guys haven't seen Forever Winter, I'm going to have their Steam page linked down below. September 24th, I will be doing a live stream. I might actually consider multi-streaming to YouTube and Twitch for this one. I'm genuinely fucking excited. I don't know, man. Like, we'll see what the game's actual quality is when we get our hands on it. But let me tell you, 24th of September, I am definitely diving in to the Forever Winter. Let me know what you guys think down below of the Forever Winter. Are you excited? Are you cynical? Are you reserved, cautious? Let me know all of your thoughts down below. Let's have a conversation. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. My name is Big Fry, and I'll see you on the next one.